Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This is a 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Iowa State 49, Florida State 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll let one go down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Back to the ground game on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple in. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today. But
and the defense, Dave got him at the 27.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
49, Florida State, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll give it to the back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They want to run it left here. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back.